Good morning. This is John Harder, aka WealthWiz. And in 2014, I first heard about Bitcoin. I watched a video that that explained to me, you can actually easily find it on YouTube. It's just simply called "What is Bitcoin?" And I came across the website that had that video on it, or was it a link to that video? I forget. But when I heard about Bitcoin, the first thing I was interested in was to see how it works. What is Bitcoin? And it took me another 3 years before I actually bought any, before I got into cryptocurrencies at all. But nonetheless, I found out about it in 2014. And what was interesting to me was that somebody had created something that would bypass the central banks. And I couldn't really see the reason for it at first. It didn't really make that much sense. I mean, we've been, banking, we've always had banks. So, I mean, what's the deal, right? Why would we want to have something to bypass the banks? I mean, the banks, it's just a bank, right? Well, it turns out that as innocent and insignificant as banking seems, the banks are responsible for all the wars, all the killing, and the mass genocide, and all of that's been going on. It's all because of the banking system that has been possible. Now, of course, maybe you're watching this video and you're thinking, yeah, what does this guy know? Well, if that's what you are thinking, then I would say, then I would encourage you to do your research. Do your research so that you know what you're talking about, because it's through the banking system that all of that has been run. And well, I've been studying for quite a number of years now into all of these kind of things. What's going on? Why are we where we are? Or what's why does this world run the way it does? And well, anyhow, all of that, be all that as it may, for people to understand it, you're going to need to do some research yourself, find out why Bitcoin was created, and what, like, fundamentally, why would we want it? What purpose really would the cryptocurrency serve in our lives? Why would we not want to just keep with the banking systems that we have? So, and you know what? Bitcoin at first didn't appear to have any value whatsoever. And of course, it took a few years before it got any traction at all. And when it did, at first, the first things that the banks wanted to do was destroy it. Yeah, destroy it. and but that wasn't possible. Now they're manipulating it. That's what they're doing now. The banking system could never be satisfied. Just be the banksters, banking cartels, and those they could never be satisfied. Just be normal people and work and make a living like everybody else. They could never do that. No. They have to manipulate. They have to, they have to somehow suck the sweat off of humanity, the sweat and blood off of humanity. They've got to do that. That's just doesn't work any other way until, of course, we completely get rid of them, which actually is probably not that far anymore until that will happen, although it could be a bit yet. And so from what I've said now, you're probably saying, what, the banks are going to disappear? Well, pretty much. I believe they will. They don't want to. They don't want to, but they are right now. They are very busy manipulating the cryptocurrency as much as possible, which brings me to another point. The more humanity wakes up to what has been going on, how this world has been run, who it's actually run by, that it's the worst of criminals that are the highest in power in the entire world government system. And so you're probably saying, what? You're accusing the royals? No, I'm not accusing anybody. But maybe it doesn't come on the, if you're watching the news on television, it probably, the news forecast probably doesn't say that Queen Elizabeth is a pedophile. Queen Elizabeth has also, she also, is a killer of children. No, it probably doesn't say that on the news. But nonetheless, Bitcoin was created for the purpose of giving humanity back our freedom that we deserve. And, well, freedom, it's funny how much it takes to wake people up. A number of years ago when I came to Canada, and this bizarre, utter stupidity that you had to fill out your income tax, that you had to fill out income tax forms. That was just so utterly insane. I couldn't believe it. You work all year to make a living, and then you have to pay income tax. What, income tax? That's just. And well, that is how, people have been through the indoctrination camps called schools and all of that stuff, and they seem to think it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, you got to pay income tax. It's okay. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Dude, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Look around. Find out what kind of a world you're living in and what kind of world you could be living in. What's my point in all this? Okay. let me show you. Let me show you how you can become free, how you can become debt-free from the banks, which have been working so hard to have all of humanity in debt. Let me show you something. Let me show you how you can get out of debt and actually thrive, become wealthy and thrive. Okay? And that would be by using cryptocurrencies. All right, so there's two phenomena I want to actually show you. Two phenomena that you can tap into right now that are available to you. One is the home-based business industry, which is becoming fast, becoming more stable, more lucrative, and also more and more people are coming to the internet to use the internet to make a living. The second one is obviously, well, actually the first one is the cryptocurrency market. And why would this be? Okay, well, you see, banking, the banking, there was no opportunity for people. Oh, yes, people could go and get a cheap job at the bank, yes. But as far as the opportunity, that was for the banksters, not for the people. Where on the cryptocurrency, however, this has turned the tables, right? It has basically, it's turning the tables, and now the opportunity is here for humanity. All right, so let me share the screen and take you through a little bit of a presentation so you can understand a little further in depth about what I'm talking about, the opportunity that's available right now. Okay, so let us have a look here. Now, the first question here is, do you want profit? And well, I would say, since almost the entire world is in poverty, yeah, we all want profit. Many want profit just to be able to survive, and many others, we want profit so that we can help more of those that are just trying to survive. And whatever the reason, maybe many of us just simply want profit to try and get out of debt, right? Python signals, one business, two opportunities. Opportunity number one is the crypto cycles and trends trading. Why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it's the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time and start with any amount of money. As I mentioned, it's no longer just a banker's game. This has now become open and available for every person. And so what is the objective? To buy low and sell high. Sounds simple enough. Let's have a look at what it looks like. What does buying low and selling high look like? What's the power? What does that power look like? Well, in 2017, you could buy these following coins here, $100 worth of each. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, and Dash. And of course, there are far more now of cryptocurrencies, which I believe many of them are going to fall through the cracks and end up not making it. But many of them are going to make it, right? And are going to become stable and serve as, as a smart contract. In other words, lawyers will be replaced with cryptocurrencies. Banksters will be replaced with cryptocurrencies in many, many ways. Crypto are going to make the connections from the farmer to the consumer. All of the intermediate, maybe from the farmer to the retail store, maybe that's how many of the connections are going to be, right? So that there isn't a major corporation that has control of the market and siphons out all the wealth so that the farmer can just barely make it, and the product in the store as expensive as hell. Okay, so once you remove that that leech from the center, that central control, once you remove that, and you have consumer dealing with the farmers, you know, there's abundance. Abundance appears because the profit isn't sucked out and handed over to the banksters to create wars, to fund wars, fund both sides of the war, and those kind of things. You see? Now, Bitcoin in 2017 in January, $100 worth, you could sell in December for 1,400. Ethereum, you could buy $100 worth in January and sell it in December for 8,750. Litecoin, you could buy $100 worth in January, sell it at $5,000 in December. Monero, you could buy $100 worth and sell it at $2,400 in December. Dash, you could buy in January $100 worth and sell it at $8,890 in December of 2017. What a phenomenal profit. Isn't that wonderful? Total $500 purchase turned into $26,440. So the $1 million question, and let me say something here. As we said about buying low and selling high, the thing is, it's a market that is driven by supply and demand, basically, is what drives the cryptocurrency market. Supply and demand, you know, in many cases, it's not that great of a scenario. But that's a story on its own. But what we're talking about here is, let me just give you a quick little story about my own experience. When I bought cryptocurrency in 2017, and it was actually in January of 2017 when I bought some, when I bought my first crypto, and I bought about $500 worth, and it was all Dash. Well, not quite all. I had a couple of other coins as well, but most of it was in Dash. And the price of Dash really went up, and I'm sure you could look up the history, what Dash did and how in 2017, what the prices were. I'm sure you could look that up. And but what I very quickly found is that there is tremendous profits to be made, because within 3 months, I had way more than just tripled, or even the profits were, well, from 500 to 30-some thousand or whatever. So, I mean, that's really good profit. But then the price dropped back down, and I lost most of my profits. So that's why there is this $1 million question. When should you buy and when should you sell? Because you've got to sell. You have to sell in the buyer's market. You can't sell when everybody wants to sell. You got to sell when there's buyers, right? So So now that is where Marius Landman comes in. He's our chief data analyst. Now, he primarily has worked for major corporations, for some very large companies, some of them worldwide companies like GE, Shell, some of these, they're all over the world. Well, these companies, what he did for them is he had developed an algorithm, computerized program that you could put data in from the past, and it would project the future outcome. Well, in 2015, he plugged that into the cryptocurrency market, and it yielded phenomenal profits. Even in 2018, from January till July, he pulled out 518% profit on his investment. And the markets were not that great during those times. They were actually quite slack, quite poor. Right, so this is Marius Landman here. Marius and his the people that he has teamed up with to put together Python Signals. These guys they're on the website. We communicate with them. They're not hiding somewhere behind their website that you have no idea who they are and so on. We know where these guys live and so on. So it's not, these aren't people that are hiding. It's not, you know, when there's a scam, a business that is a scam, those people, they hide. They don't, you never know who they are. And well, these are legitimate guys, and they have put Python Signals together to help people like you and me to become debt-free using the cryptocurrency market. All right, so now let us take a closer look at, remember in 2017 when Bitcoin went up to like $20,000? Well, Wall Street was using the news media to tell people to buy when Marius was telling his subscribers to sell. How interesting, right? Well, Marius subscribers, they pulled out their profits at 19,500 as directed by Marius, and then the price went over the cliff and just simply dropped way down. And that is what Wall Street wanted. That's what Wall Street wanted for everybody. That's what your banks want for you. That's the kind of profits they want you to experience while they pull out their profits and then the price crashes down. And then they come back and buy in at pennies on a dollar. Well, now just imagine, just imagine if we all have access to Python Signals and we all do this. We all pull out our profits in the buyer's market. Just imagine how much that will help all of us as people to become debt-free, and how much more that will stabilize the cryptocurrency market so that the banksters can't nearly manipulate to the extent that they are now. Think about that. All right, so anyway, that is what this looks like here. Okay. Now, all it takes is to become a subscriber. Become a subscriber of Python Signals. That's all you got to do in order to cash in on this. So, the silver package is $50, and it gives you 30 days access to the reports. The gold, 150, gives you 90 days access. The platinum, $250 gives you 180 days access. And the Galaxy, $500 gives you gives you 12 months access. All right, so each of these packages, as you may have done a bit of math here between the 150 and the 250, that is a $50 savings there on the upper two levels, or packages, you might say. So all four packages pay a 10% direct referral bonus. When you refer people directly, you get a 10% bonus for referring people to Python Signals. However, the silver package also pays six levels in the matrix at 24%. The gold pays 9 levels at 36%. The platinum pays 12 levels at 48%. The galaxy pays 18 levels at 65.5%. So those are the packages that are available. And so what do you really get when you buy a package? Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos, and email notifications whenever there's a new update available in the back office of the Python Signals, in your Python Signal back office. You will receive an email telling you that there's notification that there is a new update available for you to check out, so that you can intelligently trade. Whether you can, it will give you the information whether you need to pull out your profits or maybe buy in some more crypto so that you can ride the price up, right? Because it's all about riding the price up, pulling your profits out, and then let the price drop. You're making money on both ends. Whether it goes up or whether it goes down, you're always making money. And you also get access to the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Wow. Opportunity number two, revenue share plan, RSP, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. The guidelines for the matrix payout is very, very simple. You have to be a subscriber. You have to have one of the packages. That's it. It's the only rule. We don't have anything like that there has to be this much volume on the one leg or the other leg, or you have to have that many direct referrals, nothing like that. If you have an active package and people are put in your matrix, whether by you or by others, you get paid on those people. All right? So, and you do not have to refer subscribers in order to earn on members within your matrix. All commissions are paid in Bitcoin daily. All commissions are paid in Bitcoin daily, whether it's you get in with Bitcoin, you also get paid in Bitcoin. That's what I meant to say there. All right, so let us have a look at the matrix a little closer. You see, when you come into, when you buy a package with Python Signals, you are then in the matrix of the person that referred you. And underneath you, two spots appear for people two spots to be filled with subscriptions. So then when you refer people, the left will fill first and then the right. So in other words, whether you refer people or whether somebody else from above you, whether you're a referral or the person that referred you or the person that referred that person or from higher than that, when those people subscriptions, when they trickle into your matrix, you get paid. You get paid on those. And so you get paid as a silver member. We looked at that silver package. These highlighted lines represent the silver, the gold, the platinum, and the galaxy packages. And so if you're a silver member in your package and your matrix is full, you'd be making $2,250 annual income, residual income. If you're a gold member, you would make $18,250. You're a platinum member, you'd be making $146,250. If you're a galaxy member and your matrix is full, you'd be making $5,102,410. Now, that is a lot of people, because in the bottom level, it's 262,144 people on just that level. Every level, the amount of subscriptions, it doubles. 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64, and so on. And the percentages are always 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, all the way repeating like that, all the way down to 16. Then we have the amount that each level pays is the fourth column, and the fifth, finally, the total matrix payout. Okay. Now, if you were a Galaxy member, and let's say you were paid on all 18 levels, but you had silver members anywhere in your matrix, silver or gold members that get paid like 6 levels or 9 levels, well, you still get paid even if they're on your 18th level, because you are getting paid on 18 levels. Right? Matter of fact, as we noticed that the gold and silver are actually a little bit more expensive packages than the other, that would mean that you make a little more money in the matrix from those packages than you do from the platinum and the galaxy. All right. Okay, so the matrix always fills from top to bottom, left to right. So as more people join, the rows will always fill from left to right in your matrix. Okay, so, and Python Signals is only about 3 months old. It's about 3 months ago since they launched, and we are expecting massive growth beginning in January of 2019, which is right about now. Okay, so if you're watching this and you're like, you know what, this is what I want to be part of this. I want to make money with trading, and I want to be in that matrix. Well, now would be a very good time to come on board, because we are about to experience massive growth, which will fill many matrices, you know, of people. And being in front on this would be a very, very wise idea, you know, considering if you're a business minded person, because obviously coming on board and having your matrix filled by spillover in a couple of months would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, look at the income that you would get if you had a full matrix to the 18th, even if you just had to the 9th level. That's $18,250 a year extra income, you know, or to the 12th level. That's $146,250. It really is pretty awesome income, isn't it? And then if you use that since you're getting paid in Bitcoin, and you use that for trading in the cryptocurrency market, even if you just use some of it, you can gain massive, massive profits doing that. We already have people that instead of investing money into trading, they referred a few people, start using the commissions to start trading. Pretty awesome, isn't it? All right, so thank you for watching. If you're watching this and you say, "Ah, it's not for me," you know, I totally respect that. I'm not here to convince you. I just want to thank you for watching and wish you all the best in whatever it is you're doing. However, if you see it valuable and this is what you want to do, then there's links under the video that you can get started, and then please do contact me, and we'll get you plugged into all of the things that we do for, like, as far as training, so you don't have to feel alone and try to figure everything out. Maybe you're new to this. Well, we provide plenty of ways in which you don't have to try to figure stuff out on your own. You can get plenty of help. Just contact me with anything, any questions that you have. Just contact me and I'll help you out. All right? Thank you very much. And you have a wonderful, wonderful day.